Thank you, darling.
This is a good sign. So you made the sign yourself?
No, my friend made it for me, Karen.
It's a very good sign.
Yeah. I mean, look at this.
So the question I'm asking people today is, why is the suffering of dogs and cats in Yulin such an important topic and issue for you?
To me, cats and dogs are pets. I mean, I love all animals. Dogs and cats in Yulin are tortured so bad for their meat to taste better.
Right.
It's just wrong.
But I think it's the way in which they are treated.
It's the way it's done.
It's just... But I haven't got words strong enough to describe how it makes me feel.
Do you think that if they killed the dogs in a supposedly more humane way, that would make the death of the dogs more moral, or would it still be wrong?
It's kind of, we eat pig, beef, cattle. I mean, it's kind of a tough topic, but I mean, if it's done in a humane way, I mean, I don't know, it should be more okay. I mean, as long as they keep the torture away, more a humane way to do the process of killing, maybe it's...
So you think there would be such thing as like humane dog meat, perhaps?
I think it would be a good step forward.
If they were treated in a more supposedly humane way, would that make killing them more moral, or would it still be bad?
It'd be bad for me because I don't eat any animals. I'm
No
a
animal.
vegan, so...
You're a vegan?
Yeah, so I don't think that killing of any animal is justified.
I mean, there's no humane way to kill an animal.
No.
There isn't. You know?
Any animal, you think?
Any animal. There isn't. Whether it's gassed, whether it's slit throat, any of that, I don't agree with.
If I bred like dogs and then I killed them in a humane way, that would be okay, or?
I'd probably say no, because in our society, a dog has never been used to be eaten. Whereas, cows, maybe people did have cows as pets back in the past, I don't know, maybe they will have, but they're there to be bred and they're there to be eaten.
Me personally, no slaughter, nobody wants to die.
Nobody wants to.
But I think it's just this unbelievable belief that the torturing makes things... it's getting a bit loud now, isn't it?
It is a little bit, we're alright. So are you opposed just to the treatment of dogs in Yulin, or the fact that they eat them anyway?
I'm more opposed. I mean, I don't like people eating meat at all. I'm vegetarian on my way to become vegan. So I don't like people eating meat.
Do you think there's a difference between, say, eating a dog and eating a pig or a cow?
To be honest, no.
No.
It's either not acceptable or it's acceptable. There's no grey area. I feel like there should be no killing, just full stop.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, pigs feel pain just as dogs do.
Absolutely.
Pigs are as smart as dogs are as well.
There we go.
So they know what's happening.
Do you eat animals yourself?
I've recently, last year, I've taken a huge step into a vegetarian approach. I've completely changed my meals around. My mother is vegan as well, so she's helping me out. Eventually, small steps, I'll get into it.
So do you think that veganism is like the final step for you?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I think we need meat in our diet.
What about meat do you think we need?
There's a lot of protein in meat. You can probably get it from elsewhere. I know it's expensive to get it from elsewhere, so at the moment the cheapest option a lot of times is to go for the meat.
What do you think is more expensive, like a pack of chicken breasts or some lentils or chickpeas?
Pack of chicken breasts, but if I brought my kid up on just lentils and chickpeas, he probably wouldn't become a strapping lad and have the energy, and I don't know enough about it.
Don't know enough about it. That's absolutely fine.
That's my view of it.
We have to protect each and every animal on this planet.
Yeah, they have a
On
right.
this absolute planet, we have to protect them. And they can't speak up for themselves, so we have to do it, and that's what we're here today for. It may be Yulin, but it's actually the dog and cat meat trade.
And that's a lovely sentiment, I think, what you were touching upon. Like, it's not just about the dogs in Yulin, it's about all the animals on the planet.
Absolutely, all the animals. Yeah. We need to be their voice because they're vulnerable, aren't they?
Yeah,
they are
but the most vulnerable of all, perhaps.
And it's absolutely, and it's not our right to just do whatever we want to with them.
Right, do you think that you can love animals and eat animals?
obviously there are people out there, but then that's obviously being very hypocritical. Like
Hypocritical. I like it. Okay, cool. Actually, it's an interesting question. Do you think it's hypocritical of people here protesting against China eating dogs? Do you think that's hypocritical if they then go home and have a bacon sandwich or a steak or something?
Of course. I mean, yes.
What made you think veganism is the choice that I want to look at pursuing?
I hate any abuse to animals.
Very good.
For me, looking into an animal's eyes is looking into its soul.
Right.
And I don't know what it is. It's like I feel what they're feeling.
Empathy.
Yeah, empathy, that's the word, yes.
We need more of it in society, don't we?
We do, most definitely.
If we just took a moment to put ourselves in the position of those who have been victimised, the world would be a much more beautiful place, wouldn't it?
Definitely.
Is there a difference in your eyes, perhaps, between the killing of dog for food and the killing of like a pig or a cow or a chicken for food?
I think I never used to connect it, and I've been a vegetarian all my life, and it was about 2 or 3 years ago I made another link, and that link brought me even closer. And I think what we have to do is people are dealing with this in different stages, and what you do is you think, no, actually I don't want to eat beef and cow anymore, and then you start thinking, no, I want to take it a bit, because you start to feel a bit hypocritical if you're not doing the one and the other. And for me, it's just it has taken over my life, and I am so proud that I'm going down that path of becoming vegan, because I think it's just, if I come into this world, I want to leave it in a better place than when I left it.
That's a lovely sentiment as well.
Thank you.
The transition from being vegetarian to vegan was actually really easy, and we were talking about it earlier, weren't we? I think it's once you've got that in your mind, and for me it was just, that's it, I can't go back, and I know I won't.
Do you think there's a humane way to kill an animal?
Yeah, of course.
What would be that humane way?
I don't know exactly. I wouldn't know exactly how they do it, but I know, I look at the way Muslims kill their animals, and I don't agree with that, the way they slit the throat. I wouldn't know enough about it to be able to comment on it. But
do you think that when because we stun them and render them supposedly unconscious, that makes it better?
No.
So maybe you don't get the because what does the word humane mean?
Humane, just to live in humanity, to treat people treat animals, treat everything with respect.
Do you think you can respectfully kill an animal that doesn't want to die?
No.
Fair enough.
No, you can't.
Well, I'll leave you there because I know you've got to get off.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks so much. Have a lovely day and enjoy your meeting.
No problem.
Bye. Do you think then, from a personal perspective, that the world is changing to be more ethical and more conscious in our decisions?
Yeah, I do, and I think social media is helping with that. Because things are going. What's happening now has always been happening, but people weren't aware of it, and now you can't escape from the pictures and the videos. And now we're aware of it, we need to act on it. So yeah, the world is changing.
So do you think maybe tonight after the festival, after protest, today could be the day that you push yourself to go vegan?
I think so, yeah, definitely.
That'd be great.
Definitely.
That'd be fantastic.
Thank you so much for talking.
It's okay, thanks.
Thank you.
And what would stop you, say, from tonight? So you said that you're a vegetarian at the moment. Is that right?
Yeah.
What would stop you from when you go home tonight saying, was it your mum that's vegan?
Yeah.
Mum, I'm going to go vegan from this dinner onwards. What would stop you?
It's just that I feel like I'm not prepared yet. Like, I mean, it is a vast change, because the world we live in, majority of the people eat meat.
They do.
If you move to a different, like if you go holidays to a different country where, I mean, it's, say, somewhere in parts of Africa or parts of not India, more like the Middle East, the presence of veganism there is very, very low. So trying to find food there that is suitable for vegans will be very hard.
Yeah. What about in this country where the finding food for vegans is very
in this country it's a lot easier. I mean, like if you just look at if you go to Tesco's and stuff like that, you're going to see a lot of vegan products. Like it's just absolutely booming. Like
So I guess the question then, mate, I'm going to ask you the question again.
Yeah.
What would stop you from tonight going home and saying, Mum, I'm going to go vegan?
To be honest, it's just myself. It's actually, like there is really nothing stopping. I guess it's you have to take the leap forward.
It's that fear, I suppose, right? That fear of maybe taking that final step.
I feel like yes, like it's not nice failing. You get me?
Yeah.
Like rushing into something this big, you're likely to fail. So I feel like just taking baby steps and getting to your final goal
Yeah.
slowly, I think it's more successful in the long run.
Okay. Obviously, people like yourself and myself and everyone here cares very deeply about animals, and there's nothing wrong with necessarily a transitional stage, but the longer that we take to phase it out, or even if it's just a couple of days, we're still paying for the suffering of animals to continue. Would you agree?
Yeah, that is very true.
So do you think that as your baby steps continue, you would still be responsible for harming animals that you care deeply about?
Yeah, I mean, the best scenario is to just like go home and just say, that's it, I'm gonna become vegan.
Yeah.
But you know what? I mean, what's stopping me? So
What is stopping you?
Yeah.
Because every time that you buy the cheese or you buy the eggs, you know, because you know about the information.
Yeah, I know.
You know exactly what you're paying for.
Yeah.
And now I can tell very clearly from talking to you that that's something that makes you upset, right? So when you buy, next time you're in Tesco's and you're looking at buying the cheese or whatever it is, just think about the dogs in Yulin, and think about the dairy cows and the egg-laying hens, and think about how you care very deeply about the suffering of animals, and then maybe you could consider buying something else instead.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that's something you could think of doing?
100%.
So do you reckon that tonight, maybe when you go home, the thought in your mind will be, you know what, I could give it a go?
Actually, yeah, I have other family members as well that are also vegan, and if I talk to them, 100% they'll help me out and reach that goal by tonight, I suppose.
So maybe from this moment on, this second on, what's your name by the way?
John.
My name's Ed.
Nice to
So
meet
maybe
you.
from this second on, John, you could say you're a vegan.
Yeah,
Do you reckon we could start with that? I'm the vegan from this moment on.
You know, I'll 100% try it.
Okay,
I will
brilliant.
try it.
I appreciate that.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
so much. I
Thank
hope
you
you
very
have a
much for the
lovely day.
interview.